Hello travelers, and welcome to, what is it, November 8th? Wow, what a crazy few days. The nodes have changed signs. So for the past 18 months, the North Node has been in Leo and the South Node has been in Aquarius. I want to say yesterday or maybe today, I can't quite remember. I've had so much going on. The nodes are now sitting at 29 degrees Cancer, that's the North Node. And the South Node is sitting at 29 degrees Capricorn. They are in opposition, which means that Cancer's in the 4th house, and across the way, across the way is Capricorn. So the North Node is sitting in the 4th house. The South Node is sitting in the 10th house. And then we have Uranus at 29 degrees Aries, and he is squaring both of the nodes. So this could be that kind of a feeling of being stuck, but almost breaking out, having to go through something all over again quite suddenly, and maybe not knowing exactly what to do about it or how to feel about it or what to say about it. So it's a bizarre kind of an energy on the one hand, but rest assured, it is designed to kind of move you to the next level, whatever that may mean for you. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pull a short, Mercury is about to station retrograde. Hold on. Look at my app here. Mercury is at 9 degrees Sagittarius, and he is going to be stationing retrograde in Sagittarius at 13 degrees. We just had the new moon in Scorpio. Now, for those of you who use the moon for manifestation or anything like that, new moons are always considered to be a time to start something new. However, I want to give a word of caution. This new moon is a trick moon in the sense that you think you're about to start something new. You're going to use that new moon to manifest something, but Mercury in Sagittarius is going to throw you for a loop. Okay, so just be aware of that. It doesn't mean that your manifestation won't come to fruition. It just may be thrown off course for a bit. Let's see. What else do we have here? I'm trying to see. Venus is still in retrograde. It is at 26 degrees Libra. It will be coming out of retrograde phase very, very soon, within the next couple of days. Venus rules legalities, value systems, and partnerships. So this is partnerships of all sorts. And so it's just kind of, I don't know what it is, you know, it's just kind of a strange energy, I think. Nothing that's, at least for me, uncomfortable. It's just that kind of a nagging feeling that there's something else I don't know. And since Mercury is my ruler, Virgo, and also the ruler of Gemini, that would not be an unusual kind of a feeling. Website members, I am sorry that I have not gotten the rest of those romance and relationship videos up. I had to put my little dog down a couple of days ago. She suddenly took ill, and by the time I got her to the vet, there was really nothing that they could do for her. So we're trying to recover from that. I miss her terribly already. And so I will be working on finishing those up, because I think I promised you that they would be done by Saturday. Now, I do have a 1-hour video reading special happening. That's going to be ending on Saturday. It's $15 off the price. If you are interested in that or any other of my products, you want to find out more about them, or you want to come over and join the website membership, you can simply click on the little white eye there. That will take you directly over to the website. If you have any questions or issues, you can go to the support desk link on the main menu and shoot me an email, and I will respond as soon as humanly possible. So with that being said, we're going to pull 9 cards. We will more than likely clarify with La Vida Sibilas, and then we are going to pull 3 regular playing cards, and depending on what the message of the cards is, will determine whether or not we will pull a romance angel or an angel answer card. Let me get a bit more incense across the table here. Hang on one second. I don't want to burn my fingers. Then I won't be able to pull cards. Ooh. Okay. Now, let's get started with the reading. I'm going to put one more rifle on these. Oh, yes. Okay. Here we go. I do hope these messages help. And remember, this is a general reading. We have a King of Wands. I will show you these. There was a Three of Pentacles. Wow, there is an Ace of Coins. Fire sign male, Aries, Leo, and or Sagittarius. And there's like a fire trine going on. There's something happening in, well, we know that the nodes just left Leo. We know that Mercury's in Sagittarius, and we know that Uranus is in Aries. So that's kind of like a grand trine, fire grand trine. So this might be an Aries, Leo, and or Sagittarian male, or whomever's going to take the role of the male in the situation. Seven of Pentacles. Wow, there's a lot of pentacles here. 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. Wow, there's the Tower card. There's our Uranian energy. Oh, and Mars is in Aquarius, and he is about to move into, is it Capricorn? Or will he be moving into Sagittarius too? He might be moving into Capricorn. I'm not exactly sure. I think this is a Capricorn card, if I'm not mistaken. There's a Nine of Cups. Wow, look at that. There's a Five of Swords. Wow, look at the pentacles. There's a Ten of Pentacles. Look at these pentacles. And then there is the Devil. Now, before any of you kind of get bent out of shape, the Devil is not always negative. He basically just represents the third dimension, the physical plane. And as you can see with all of these coins, this is what we're talking about. If we're not talking about finances and money and investments and property, then we're talking about the actual doing of something. And this is what the Devil can represent. All those things that give us the good life, right? So sex and clothes and drinking and food and cars and travel and you know, all of the fancy things that we like that make life, you know, a lot of fun. But at the same time, on the negative aspect of it, the Devil can be about those things that bind and chain you, right? So if you're dealing with someone, maybe you're dealing with someone who's very, very materialistic, and all they can think about is how they appear to other people, what they have, what kind of toys, how much money they have. And what they're missing out is the spiritual value or the simple things in life, right? Because they're so busy trying to impress or to gain more wealth that they have lost sight of what spiritually is important. Okay. Now, having said that, I have no repeater numbers here. None. But I have this interesting idea of, what do you call it? Odd numbers. There's a 3, a 7, a 9, and a 5. Let's see what's underneath the deck. Well, there's the Judgment card. Okay. Let me show you the cards. There's the King of Wands. Can you guys see that? There's such a glare. There's the Three of Pentacles. There's the Ace of Pentacles. Here is the Seven of Pentacles. Right in the center is the Tower card. And this in itself is not a negative card. There is the Nine of Cups. Here is the Five of Swords. Here is the Ten of Pentacles. Now that's what I find to be most interesting. I know you guys hear readers say that all the time. But from the 3 to the 10 is a 7 of Pentacles, and here it is. There it is. Okay? And then we have that devil. So, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Now, this Tower card right in the center is about the unexpected. Okay? Sometimes the unexpected are things that are not so pleasant. And then sometimes the unexpected are things that kind of knock your socks off. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, I just won the lotto, right? I can't believe I won the lotto. Oh my God, the unexpected. And what does that do? It changes the entire foundation then of your life, right? Okay. What once was held up can no longer stand. Why? Because it's being torn down so something new can come in. But this comes through a completely unexpected event. Now, what puzzles me in one respect are these two cards here. Okay? Now, the devil is about limitations and restrictions and constraints, but he is also about commitments and being in something for the long term. That is the idea of Saturn. Okay? The first thing that Saturn, he always operates from the baseline of fear. Man, if I do this, I'm going to be chained up and I'm not going to be able to get away. Okay? So what do? You do kind of weird shit to kind of throw yourself, you know, in order to protect yourself, but yet you end up sabotaging yourself. You get caught deeper, or you dig the hole deeper, right? And you end up sabotaging yourself. But Saturn also represents that idea of what does it take to get from here to there? What am I willing to do? How long is it going to take me? What are the things that I know I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to get real about it and get realistic about it and just look at it and say, okay, I've got to do the heavy lifting to get through this from here, where I am now, to where I want to be. I feel that for this King of Wands, he has been working and toiling. He has not seen the, what do you call it? The rewards. He hasn't seen his pay, his due come in yet. And I think he's gotten to a place or a point where he realizes that this is not going to work for him. And so he either, there's an outburst, either he fights. Sometimes this card is about an outburst, an emotional outburst, just somebody just blowing up. What? Okay. I had one of those this morning. This is about standing your ground in terms of perhaps what you believe in. Now, sometimes a negative aspect of this card is fighting with somebody just because you feel you're right. Okay, you got to get the last word in. Don't matter if you're right or you're wrong. If you know what you're talking about, you just got to get it out. Okay, you got to show them something. But then there's this Two of Swords that's kind of on the backside of that. Like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. At the same time, this could be the idea of maybe I should have said something. Okay, this is sometimes that card of allowing people to walk over you and not standing up for what you believe in. Man, I should have took that opportunity and I should have said X, Y, and Z. Okay, so it's a double-edged, literally double-edged sword. Now, here presently down the center, we see that people are coming together to build something. They're laying the foundations. They're getting the plans. They're gathering the information that they need to start building something. And then suddenly, either the bottom falls out of this. That's what that means. I want you to look at that. The bottom falls out of it. But it clears the way for some new kind of networking opportunity or group opportunity. Now, this card typically represents the idea of inheritances, family monies. So this could be a family business. It could be something to do with taxes, escrow accounts, things of that nature. It implies property. It implies having enough for everybody to go around, like generational money, that it's just, you know, there's so much money, like it's never ever going to run out. And everybody playing their part in having either done that or at least maintaining that. For some reason, this is coming across to me as a family business, okay? I don't know why that is, but you see that there's a child there, there's 2 dogs, there's a couple, there's an old man, and everybody plays their part in this. Here, we see that there's an opportunity to take a new direction and or a new path. All right? Whatever this offer is that comes, it's exactly what you wanted, but I think there's some fear about being tied to it, not being able to get away from it. And again, this reads like fear to me. Now, at the moment, here with the Judgment card, if you have been waiting on, and I'm going to say this again, even though this shows up as a King of Wands, this could even be you as a female, because you are out there getting your hustle on. Maybe you got a side gig, and maybe unbeknownst, you know, you've been working on this plan, you've been working on this thing, and then suddenly an opportunity just comes out of the blue. Okay? That's your masculine energy. We can all embody masculine and feminine qualities. We have those within us inherently. Okay? The Judgment card, that's Pluto. Now I've got the big 3. Pluto and Saturn are in Capricorn, the 10th house. How do I get from where I am to where I want to be? What am I willing to do to get there? What do I need to put into it to get out what it is that I'm trying to do? Okay? Pluto is about power and control always. And Saturn is about fear. But yet, here comes Uranus to throw everything into chaos. But after the crumbling of this, something lovely comes out of it. All right? We can see that. Is it going to, maybe it might even create fights. This is, you know, this is my wish. This is my dream. This is what I've always wanted to do. Of course, you're going to have your naysayers and your backbiters and your haters. Of course you will. You know, some people don't like to see other people do well. Okay? And that could be one of these things. You might have a drag. There might be one person that you're attached to that's dragging you down. Why? Because on a spiritual level, they want to help you spend the money and partake of all of the lovely benefits that money can bring you, the good life. But secretly, all right, they don't want you to do that because there's something about that situation that is fearful to them. That's really how that's coming across. Now, judgment. Judgment can be a legal issue. But it's about a determination, and it is about a decision. It is also about the discernment. I am being called to a new life, and help is on the way. Okay? What am I getting? I don't know if this is the idea of joining forces, 2 people coming together to make perhaps a family. You see that? There's this idea. There's 3 people here. There's 2 people there. But then there's 2 people here. So this tells me, particularly with this Tower card in the center, that somebody or something is about to be jettisoned. But it's going to come out of the blue. Okay? That's really what I think. Really what I feel. Now, what I want to do, I have many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pip cards that I can look at in regards to these 2 cards here. Okay? So let's take a look. I have no repeater numbers. I tell you what, didn't I tell y'all that Uranus was doing some shit? He is doing some shit. He really is. But it's all designed really to bring you something better. Sometimes you have to lose something, or you have to lose a lot to gain the appreciation. But once you accept that, whatever that loss is, it makes room for something new, bigger, and better to come in. So first, we're gonna, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pentacles here with the Devil card. That's extraordinary to me. So let me take a look at this 3 of Pentacles and what it tells me. Now this to me sometimes can just show up as a bit of unpleasantness. You might have to have some, there might be some kind of, I don't know, trouble discussing something with someone. That's, this is what I planned on doing. This is what I'm doing. And there's that 3 to 7 that makes a 10. Here's the 4 of Pentacles, a stable situation. This is an 8 working on something. This is a 10 with the Ace. And if you look at this, it tells me that something is about to change. So here we are, 3 of Pentacles with the Tower calls you to prepare yourself for necessary changes to plans. Otherwise, there may be a loss in business or some other negotiation. Isn't that interesting? Wow. And there's definitely more than one person involved in this. And I see that 2 people are either going to have a falling out, or 2 people might be jettisoned altogether. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what the Ace can tell us. Okay, nothing. So it kind of feels like this is a moment where someone is trying to weigh up what they should do. Okay. It reads like some new element has come in. I don't know if this is a person. Let's take a look. It is an indication that now is a good time to make important decisions and make good, solid investments. Positive action taken at this time will lead to fruition of your goals and just rewards for efforts. What are you willing to do? How are you going to roll up your sleeves and get real about the realities of the situation you find yourself in? Okay. These are retrograde energies, and it's always about reworking, revising, and redoing things. Okay. Tweaking it. Experimenting with it. I can't look at this 9 of Cups because it really doesn't tell you a whole lot. Okay. It's just known as the Wish card. That's what it is. 5 of Swords. We're going to look at that. Let's take a look at the 5 of Swords here. It's a sudden out. Whatever this thing is, this opportunity, it completely comes out of the blue, but it causes, I don't know if necessarily anxiety is the idea. I want you to listen, with the Devil, it is indicative of careless spending, unwise investments, and financial hardships and distress. So be warned. So if some of you are thinking about jumping in on some kind of investment, look, first thing I'm going to tell you is I'm not a banker. I'm not a financial advisor, okay? But this is a clear indication that, well, this is a tricky situation. Now is not the time, I think, really perhaps to, because this card can be about temptation. Ooh, that sounds so good. Ooh, I can imagine all of the things, okay? And this could be about a family loss or a family business or family property loss. Let's read it again. It is indicative of careless spending, unwise investments, and financial hardships and distress. So be warned. This is really about having the discernment to determine whatever this thing is that you've gotten wind of that is quote unquote promising you to bring you a new life. There's some hidden elements to it that you are not aware of. The price may be higher than you may be willing to pay after all is said and done. Now let's look at the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, this is a really, you hear readers say, oh, this is so interesting. Well, it is. Now pay attention. When the Ten of Pentacles appears next to both the Devil and the Tower, it may be indicating that there could be upsets, disappointments, and problems. There may be a need to make new plans and start afresh. Somebody is about to take perhaps a wrong decision in something. Okay? Let's take a look at this. Wow, isn't that interesting? There's definitely some financial Uranus rules technology and inventions and science. It's almost like the cards are saying that somebody just takes a leap. They just jump in with both feet, and then they suddenly find themselves there. And not only are they there, but they've taken everybody else down with them. Does that make any sense? Now, this can't be true for everybody who's listening to this and watching this. It's going to depend on you, the people you're dealing with, the circumstances and the situation. First thing I want to look at, I want to look at this Three of Pentacles here, because this looks like some offer that has been presented, that somebody's been weighing up, and then suddenly they're like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I want. Now, the Il Nemico, he's running away from this King of Wands. So this is, remember I was talking about that, naysayers, haters, and the backbiters, jealousy, dilettanti, stupid actions and stupid behaviors. But then here is La Vecchia Signora, who is the old relative, or the confidant, or someone that's like an aunt. Okay, I'm not quite sure why this is. I don't know if somebody's come in and scammed your granny or your mom. I don't know. Let me look at this Ace of Pentacles. Maybe this is the idea that I don't know. Let's see. I'm not even gonna say that. Let's look at this Ace of Pentacles. Leggerezza, tact, diplomacy, lightness of being, sensitivity, superbia. Well, vanity and hubris. Sometimes this card can be thinking that you don't need anybody else. You got everything that you need. You already got all of the answers. Everything is exactly the way that you want it to be. It's perfect. There is the Yardro, theft of goods and or services. This reads like a trusting, somebody that comes in that you think you can trust, and you absolutely believe in it. Wow. Let's look at this Tower card here. I'm going to look at the Five of Swords and the Devil. In this volatile market, constellante sorpresa. It's, I don't know. See, it goes from there, a consolation, to exactly what I want, everything that I've wished for. It kind of has this energy like, be careful what you wish for. The Doctore. Now, This talks about a professional who can help. So this is going to be somebody like a banker, a lawyer, a financial advisor, a counselor. Holy shit. And there's the money, the security, the finances. Wow. 5 of Swords. You know, I don't know if this is something to do with a bank. The reason why I say that, this can speak to organizations sometimes, as can this. Morte. A complete and utter separation. So there's a falling out. Limineo. In some kind of commitment and or contract. With a friend. Okay. But it's due to somebody coming in, an outside agency. The Devil. Whatever this is, it looks serious. The Vedovo. The man chained, somebody lamenting something that they've done. The Precious Presence. This is learning the spiritual nature of this. And the Donna de Servizio. There it is. There it is. So this could literally be the idea that somebody has forsaken a friendship, or they've had a falling out, or there's a distance between them due to the fact that somebody's chasing money or chasing what they think is going to solve all of their problems. But I think they are now beginning to see that, well, obviously things didn't go well for them, or won't be going well for them. That's not funny. I don't mean to laugh like that, but... It's not funny. Really, it's not. But, you know. 3 of Swords. 8 of Coins. 2 of Coins. Now, I'm going to give you 2 interpretations on this. Quickly. The 3 of Swords warns of a break in a relationship. Sometimes indicates that a third person is breaking into the relationship somehow. That's what I just said. I don't think this is a female, but it very well could be. It could just be another male who's come in. The 8 of Diamonds. It says a new job or a change, a new job in a situation. The young and old may find love on a trip. I don't see any movement here. The Devil implies that the situation is stuck. And then the 2 of Diamonds. It says a business partnership, a change in a relationship, but also it relates to gossip. Now that is the first interpretation. Let's take a look at the second interpretation. The 3 of Spades. It depicts quick, sudden action. There it is. Usually involving a communication of some sort. The problem with this is that the action is likely to be taken without sufficient forethought. Think before acting. Sometimes the action is done to someone. In this case, you need to deliberately step back and allow a period of time before acting and or reacting. That's going to allow you to handle the situation. If not, it's going to make the situation worse. Let's take a look at these diamonds. It's a portent of potential financial success along with a balanced approach to life. It is a practical card that shows that you will keep your feet on the ground and will not allow success to change you. but you also may need to rest and relax, as you are likely to overwork. Sometimes a devil card can show up like that too. It can be about overworking and overtaxing yourself. 2 of Diamonds. It is good news, unexpected news concerning financial matters. It is likely to come from someone close and will bring pleasure to both. The sum of the money will not be large, but will be welcome all the same. You are reaping this reward because of your abilities to deal with people in a harmonious way. It looks like some kind of attachment is ending. It may be due to health issues. It may be due to financial issues. It may be due to, again, to me, it really is speaking about the spiritual aspect of understanding that money is not everything. Yes, we need it to live, and it makes our lives much better. But it's not the end all to be all. And as my grandpa used to say, hell, you can't take it with you. So you can leave it to other people to do with it what they want to do. So let's pull one angel answer card, and then I'm going to pull one romance angel card, because it looks as though in a roundabout way, whatever this situation is, it has affected a romantic relationship. And so maybe if some of you have been dealing with the Fire King and you have not heard from him, that's because he's going through some shit. But it's of his own making. Wait. Wait. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Wow. Well. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. Your situation is going to require a little patience. Your angels are not saying no, but they are saying not yet. Sometimes heaven needs a little extra time to make all the pieces fall perfectly into place. What you are asking for may have an effect on the lives of others, and when that occurs, it can take additional preparation to make sure that everyone's needs are seen to. Be patient so that all who are involved can have the experience they are meant to have. Remember I said somebody might be getting kicked to the curb? Give your relationship to a chance. Wow, these cards. The romance angels see that your relationship is worth devoting effort to. Although there may be issues, these can be worked through and healed. You'll need to commit to the relationship to ensure the best chance of success. At the very least, if you do end it, you'll know that you gave it your all. You'll also understand the role that you played in its dynamics. In this way, you'll avoid attracting similarly painful situations in the future. You receive this card because there is hope for your partnership. The love is still there. Working with a counselor may be your best option at this point. This professional can identify areas of dysfunction and guide you both in healthier directions. That's what I have for you. I hope those messages help. Don't forget, I have a $15 off the 1-hour video reading special that ends on Saturday. You can come over and join and get your 3 free natal charts. Simply click that I hope those messages helped you. And until next time, namaste.